lately I've been as busy as a bee. Ha! That's because I am a bee. Anyways, Dr. Foster asked me to come in here today before she began the chapter on insects because she knew that you would be interested in hearing what I have to say. Well, I'm just going to wing it today. But you should listen and behave politely. I'm not always known for my patience, so beware. Well, let's begin. Did you know that there are more than 1 million species of insects in the world, with more being discovered every year? Why, insects account for 85% of all animals on this earth, and about 1 out of every 3 insects are beetles. We belong to what kingdom? Animalia. Beautiful answer. And insects belong to what phylum? Phylum? Arthropoda. You humans are just bedazzling me with all of your intelligence while you're almost as smart as me. What class do insects belong to? Insecta. Unbelievable. Some of my relatives, though, can be real pests. They may help to carry diseases like flies and mosquitoes. Some may destroy food and other materials like gypsy moths, clothes moths, termites, etc. However, many of relatives can be very helpful to humans. Silkworms spin silk that can be used to make beautiful fabric. Bees such as myself can help to pollinate plants so that you can harvest fruit and eat it, even eat our honey. Scientists have discovered that if you count the number of chirps that a cricket makes in 15 seconds and add 40 to it, you will have the correct temperature outside in degrees Fahrenheit. Who needs a thermometer? Even less becoming insects such as maggots, which are fly larvae, can be beneficial in helping criminologists solve crimes. For example, in New Zealand, there was a person that was found to have some marijuana on them, and they were going to face stiffer penalties if it was found to have been brought in from another country. Well, they looked through the marijuana leaves and they found beetles, and the beetles did not exist in New Zealand, and that proved that the marijuana came from outside the country, and that person had a stiffer sentence. And then sometimes when there's a body found outside and the person has been dead for a while, criminologists have been trained to look to see what insects are present and what stage of metamorphosis that they are in, because sometimes then they can take, and if they see a certain stage, they count back the number of days, and they can figure out approximately when that person was killed, and so it can be used to help solve some crimes. Well, you better beware of some of my cousins like the beetles. They have some pretty neat defense weapons. The bloody-nosed beetle can squirt a red liquid out when alarmed. 1-inch flea beetles can jump 2 feet. That would be like you jumping over 15 cars lined up. I bet that you didn't know that African bushmen use the young of the African leaf beetle to make poison arrows for hunting. That's because the young larvae eat poisonous leaves. Bombardier beetles can spray a hot chemical mixture up to 500 times a second. I bet that you didn't know that blister beetles can cause the human skin to blister if touched. If you think that this is all pretty unbelievable, then this next statement might befuddle you. It was thought that if you had a toothache back in the Middle Ages, it was caused by a little worm tunneling through your tooth. And the treatment was to put a beetle into your mouth for a while so that it could eat the worm. Well, just between you and me, I think that entomology, the study of insects, is my most beloved subject. Before you know it, you will be an expert in this field as well. Now, I got to buzz off, so I beseech you to pay close attention to my friend Dr. Foster, who will be telling you about insects over the next couple days. Bye-bye.